Hi, we're here with Dan Schrementi, who is the president of gaming at Incredible Technologies. And welcome, Dan.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me, Frank.
Dan, it's been a busy time for the industry as a whole. We've had COVID evolve, we've had supply chain issues, we've had inflation, we have people worrying about recession. But all during that time, guys have had to, and gals, have had to manage through and run companies. Tell me during this period what Incredible has been able to accomplish and then what you're looking to achieve in the next year or so.
Yeah, I'd like to rewatch my interview from last year to see what I was saying then, but we knew there was headwinds a year ago. We knew they were coming. I don't think anybody knew they were going to be as difficult as they actually were, especially as we're kind of one of the middle-sized, smaller-sized manufacturers who are competing against the largest manufacturers. So definitely the year kicked off with a lot of challenges for our company that that others were facing as well, and the ones you enumerate. And it's been a year of perseverance for Incredible Technologies. Our big push was to launch in new market segments. That's a lot of the work that we did over COVID, a lot of the R&D we were doing from our houses and our basements and things like that. And we finally, with all those headwinds in front of us, launched our Class 2 product across the country, and now have one of the most innovative, robust Class 2 systems in the US, and launched our historic horse racing market segment. So we're now live in Kentucky and Wyoming and in other places as well. Those were two accomplishments we were extremely proud of. And then the third part of that, last year at this show, we were launching our Prism VXP cabinet, which is the first cabinet to integrate movement with the monitors and the games. Launching that cabinet with as abysmal as supply chain got for us was a massive challenge. And month after month, we pushed and pushed and have launched that product now in almost every US gaming jurisdiction in the market. And our focus here at the show is really a few things, but one of them is to finally get the footing for the Prism VXP that it deserved to get, to really showcase this product in a way that other companies just don't have. It's a different technology, a different implementation. So a lot of new software we've developed for that, and we finally have stabilized some of that supply chain disruption. And it's great to be back at G2E and see it be live and vibrant and ready. So we'll rewatch this next year and see, Lord willing, and see what challenges will have impacted us between then.
One of the things that I believe has been a strength of Incredible is that the company comes from outside of the gaming industry, so that you guys brought sort of a fresh perspective to it. But you've been in this industry for a number of years now. Are there still distinctive qualities that are in an Incredible game that set it apart from competitors?
Yeah, that's a great question. Company is, I think, approaching 38, maybe a 39th year in business. Roots in video games, obviously, in arcade side and in other markets, console games. We have learned that part of that secret sauce, the fact that we're in Chicago for the main hub of our company, our developers are a little bit different. We're fishing in a different pool. They approach things differently. One of the most humbling things is we've hired a lot of experts from outside in the industry to our company. And when they come in, they're always surprised at how quickly we're able to implement things. We're a technology company at our core, and we're game designers at our core. And sometimes it's a thing we have to actually fight against to not over-engineer or over-design a product. But at the same time, I think what makes us special is exactly that. It's the fact that our team approaches things just a little bit differently than everybody else, and we try to, protect that and preserve that and use it as a strength. It doesn't mean we don't reach outside and hire people, experts where you need them, because you need that too. But I don't know, it's something a little bit different about us. Our office is up in the woods, about an hour north of Chicago, and we just approach things with a little bit different attitude.
One of the things that we ask about every year is the future ownership of Incredible, because you're a private company in a world of consolidation, in a world where people who want to finance growth oftentimes turn to the public markets and become public companies. And in your case, your chief owners are entrepreneurial founders, and they're probably looking at their futures as well. Any thought as to whether Incredible 3-5 years from now is going to continue being a privately owned company, or maybe change direction?
It's always a fair question and a great question, and one that you always posted to Elaine Hodgson as well. You know, I've been given this opportunity to grow this company. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. At this stage of my career, I've been at IT for 19 years. It was my second job, and I've had about every other job you can have at the company. I view the duty of what I have to grow this company and the responsibility to our staff every day to make the company better and to make it grow. And if we can do that, and our ownership were to look at the company and say, well, maybe now it's a new destiny, a new time for IT, I would follow what their lead would be. But for right now, we're focused on growth, and we're focused on making it a great place to work. We're focused on bringing big new ideas to the industry, and we try not to think too much about only having our eye on the ball of, you know, going public or selling a piece of the company. We want to protect that culture. You know, to Elaine Hodgson and Richard Ditton, our founders, this company's been going for a very long time, and I take that duty and that responsibility really personally, to grow it and continue what we have. So I suppose it's a bit of a non-answer. Anything's always possible, but for right now, I'm focused strictly on growth.
Part of the growth can be acquisition as well. You've been organically growing since the beginning. Anything in that regard, or areas like digital?
Yeah, I can say acquisition as far as companies, not really on our docket, but we have made some partnership moves in the form of technology. We're working with Zoom out of Slovenia, for instance, on our electronic table games. That is one example of that. We also, our Class 2 partnership started with Class 2 Solutions and went on from there to us developing our own Class 2 system on top of that. We're taking more of those types of approaches of going, maybe it's a technology, acquiring a technology as opposed to a company. And we're moving forward in iGaming as well with the folks at Spin and Bragg.
We're at G2E, where everybody wants to see the newest and best products. What are one or two of the must-sees at your booth this year?
Yeah, easy answer. We've been keeping it under wraps, something we're extremely proud of, our Class 2 roulette electronic table game. Basically, we built a very strong, robust Class 2 system that we've now implemented with our slot machines all around through the U.S. That allowed us, and through our partnership with Zoom, to develop a product that's never before been seen, which is a roulette, actual physical roulette playing on a Class 2 engine. This is the type of technology, the type of innovation that wakes us up every day and gets us excited. We kept it under wraps. We are launching it here at the show for tribal customers to come and check out. But it allows roulette to be brought into markets that have never previously had roulette. It's something we're very excited about, using the wheel and the ball as the RNG. And tying that to our Class 2 engine in a very unique, innovative way. So we're excited about that, and we're excited about the launch of our Dragon Rush product, which is our new package of the Prism VXP that we're calling the Prism Elite, which is really meant to showcase the fact that the whole cabinet has video integrated, movement on the screens and monitors, and a style of game design that we plan to implement over the next couple of months as our rollout plan. So the game has been out for the past month and a half on secret test. It's doing gangbusters, including here at the Venetian. So I encourage everybody to play it and give us some feedback, but we're very proud of it because it shows the Prism in the light that it was meant to be designed. So those are definitely the two things. If you stop by, come check those out.
Okay, great. Any final thoughts, things you'd like folks to understand about Incredible?
Yeah, all I can say is right now, focus, I think, has been the result of our company because of all the challenges that we've had. And many of the other leadership of other companies are acknowledging that these problems and these headwinds and these challenges exist. We weren't spared by them, and there will be more and there will be new ones. But I definitely feel like in the 38-year history of our company, I've never seen our staff more focused. So to get people to come to the booth and give us feedback right now on what we're doing well and what we're doing poorly and what we can do better is really where my focus lies for myself. So I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out to you guys. And it's not always going to be sugar-coated and be rainbows, but I think the drive and the passion kind of speaks for itself.
It's a good story. As I always like to end these interviews with Elaine, I'd like to say, that's incredible.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it is a great story.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.